Somehow, I'm sure there's a lot of things they do different down in Muskogee County in Oklahoma. But the way Dustin and Sherry Walker were raising their children, 6 of them, has risen to the level of criminal behavior. You see, you wouldn't see any of these people's kids in a school because allegedly they were homeschooling the ones that were of age. But this family's very private, twisted traditions came to light recently after they forced their 11-year-old daughter, who was pregnant and who had never been to a doctor for a single checkup throughout the entire course of her pregnancy, give birth at home. Now, initially, these two were indicted on child neglect charges, and both of them said they had absolutely no idea their 11-year-old was pregnant, and they certainly had no idea any sexual activity had taken place at all. But you know how these sick families keep everything quiet, and recently, a reporter was interviewing neighbors and saw a lady standing there taking pictures. Turns out, it was the grandmother, and the reporter asked her a few questions. Let's listen.
They don't know what was going on.
Tonight we're hearing from the grandmother of an 11-year-old girl who gave birth over the weekend.
The Muskogee County District Attorney's Office charged the 11-year-old's mother, Sherry Walker, and stepfather, Dustin Walker, for child neglect.
I went to Dustin Walker's house. The assistant district attorney said the 11-year-old lived there with him, her stepfather, and biological mother, Cherie. Her next-door neighbor shouted to me nobody was home, so I talked to her instead.
And I've talked, I said, they're not doing nothing. They're not helping them kids, and I've called.
While I spoke with Cheryl Atkins, I noticed this lady filming across the street. I approached the woman who's filming.
Hi there.
I found out her name was Michelle, and the 11-year-old's grandmother.
We didn't know this was happening. None of us.
How do you think your granddaughter got pregnant?
She keeps telling us that it was the little 12-year-old boy that I used to keep. I babysat.
Couple of things. This family lived in absolute abject poverty, but there has never been any station in life that justifies the abuse of a child. Number 2, take it from somebody that can spot a liar from a mile away. Grandma's full of shit. She was full of shit then, she's full of shit now. Just like Sherry Walker, she knew Dustin was abusing that child, and she didn't even do a good job lying during that interview. But they may have forgotten that in 2025, there's things like DNA testing. Soon as authorities DNA tested the child, guess what? That 11-year-old girl was impregnated by her father, and her mother knowingly facilitated the ongoing sexual abuse of that child. Authorities have now filed sexual abuse charges against both parents, and they've both been arrested. But the truth is, one man's lust and deviancy has destroyed all of those children's lives. She's 11 years old. People like this should not be walking this earth amongst us. I have nothing more to say.